millions and millions of followers, and they were all like, bring that guy back. So we had to, by popular demand, bring him back. Dusty owns Southern Insurance Professionals and CrossFit Invigorate, where we all go to. He's a great guy. We're going to talk today a little bit about steroid use. So, he's going to be a fun guy to talk to with about. Not that he takes steroids.
He has his precision nutrition certification, which is
not yet. You don't have it yet?
No, I have it. I was just saying steroids.
Not steroids yet.
I'm not using them yet.
Yeah, I got you.
It's coming.
But so today we have lots of fun, lots of fun stuff to talk about in terms of steroid use. So I guess we could So
wait, I got one thing.
Sure.
I'm a proud new father.
Oh,
yes.
God, I almost skipped
how'd you forget?
I almost skipped it.
Glad to be here. She was born on Tuesday the 13th, so
beautiful,
a couple days under our belt. Back
beautiful
alive
baby
here.
girl.
Congratulations to the Cook family.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, everybody got me gifts. So
beautiful,
nice.
Camille.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that were listening to last week's episode, me and Mabry were correct on the date. Caleb was wrong on the date. Mm-hmm. He took the over October 17th.
You told me to take the over.
Listen.
That's not important.
We could go back.
I wanted to take the under.
Hey, we can go back and
absolutely want to. I can argue with this about this all the day.
We can go back and forth hours and hours, but the ultimate thing is that you took the over. You were wrong. We were all wrong on the weight, but to be fair,
way to go off a picture.
Mabry was wrong with
Odin's,
with Odin's weight, which is what we went
so
off
wrong. So wrong. Yeah.
What was Odin's actual weight?
He said
7'6".
Oh my God.
He said 7'6", so we were all like,
was that small?
He was, yeah.
How much is Camille? Camille
to my defense, I was pretty sure in my mind that he was 7 pounds. And I was like, there was a 6 in there for sure, and it was the 6 pounds. That's it. So I messed up.
Who was the heaviest last week? I don't remember, but
I was almost 10 pounds.
I was also almost
10-7.
Oh,
were you really?
Yeah, baby. Hey, back in the day,
you big baby.
You just went, dude.
Dude,
you just went.
10-7.
That's what my aunt had. It's funny because my cousin's like one of the smaller cousins in my family, but back in the day, my cousin was 11 pounds, and
that's a big
That's a
big baby.
That's a huge bitch.
And 80% of the weight was below the belt, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
It was a boy?
His legs were thick, dude.
Oh.
Wait till you see my dick.
Oh,
yeah,
this is shout out to Rachel, who told me she heard the Whisper song before, but she didn't really mean the Whisper song. She meant a different song.
Shoop, ba-doo.
So congratulations to Mr. Mabry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Having a 6 pound, 14 ounce baby.
Healthy baby.
Healthy baby. She's super
Mama's
cute.
healthy. Daughter's healthy. My son's still healthy.
Uncle Dusty's pretty tired. It was a stressful week for him. He's going to take some of next week off. But,
Uncle Caleb's healthy, though, so there's that. So
I thought we would, with the steroid talk, I had a fun little game plan for you guys, and we'll even get Andrew involved on this. He's sliding into some girl's DM right now.
Just like Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, just like, he's like, I'm so small, I'm going to suck it off. That guy got hurt last week.
He got
hurt.
He hurt his shoulder a while back, and then
giving somebody a hand job.
Naturally.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, I thought we'd start this week with my game. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I think it's fun for open the steroids.
Yeah, let's go.
I call the game. If Andrew could insert some awesome dramatic music like dun dun dun, steroids or nah.
Ooh, or nah.
Nah, it's not no, it's nah.
I got you.
NAW. Nah.
So I feel like we're going to talk a lot about sports with the steroids. Yeah. So I didn't pick any athletes. These are all famous people. They're just
no athletes.
They're no athletes though. Okay. So we're going to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a name. Caleb's going to pull it up. I'm going to take a vote. Okay. You're going to tell me if you think they were on steroids or they weren't. Okay. I have the answers right here.
Okay.
I fact checked them myself, so Caleb doesn't even fact check them. I got this on lockdown.
Might need it. If I disagree, we're gonna fact check.
The first one. Listen, Mabry, you got brand new baby brain. You're not gonna even be worried. Okay, so first one.
That's a mom thing, isn't it?
The first one. What, baby brain? Yeah,
it's pregnancy brain.
So the first one. You know him better as Thor, Mr. Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, for sure. Yes, took steroids.
Okay, so let me take.
Dude.
So
You don't think so?
So Dusty's got the game already. He said nah, no.
I said faux show.
I'm a nah. He complains too much about having to be big because he likes to surf.
I'm gonna say nah.
But if he
he's
complains about being big and they're asking because they still ask him to play that role, be big, then he's like, "What's the quick way to get big and get?"
Quick.
And then
that's true.
So
steroids.
so just to count,
I'm gonna be naive and say no.
I got a nah. I got a yes. I got a nah. Andrew.
I'm gonna go yes.
Andrew says yes. The correct answer is no. Chris Hemsworth,
Really?
Thor,
Snap.
has never been
Boom.
tested positive for steroids.
I like that's actually a good.
Whether or not he's never been tested positive for
You
steroids.
can't tell.
Okay, so
how from the testing?
So
Are
Chris
they
Hemsworth
testing actors? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Are they like, hey, good movie?
I
Come
mean, I
over
feel
here
like
real quick.
okay, so
I feel like he wasn't on steroids in the
Insane.
last movie with his beer gut and everything.
well,
True.
so okay,
Right.
all right.
He was bulking.
Fat Thor is not.
Fat Thor is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my favorite one. Okay, so next guy. This is going to be pretty tough. Okay, I just want to throw it out there. You guys probably have no idea. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'm gonna go no. Nah.
Okay, Mabry says nah.
And I say nah because I could go 0 for 2 here, right off Jump Street.
Okay.
I say nah because the dude was, when he played at Miami, he was like 295. I mean, he's super muscular, and I know he did WD, but he's a bigger guy. Like he's one of those guys who puts on muscle.
Okay.
That's my reason.
So Mabry votes no. I'm going to go
Nah,
with Dusty
I voted
Kilgore.
nah.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he votes
yeah.
nah. Dusty?
Yes.
Dusty thinks
Yeah.
yes. Caleb?
I'm gonna say at some point in his life, yes.
Okay. And Andrew?
I'm gonna say no.
Andrew says no.
Wow.
The
You guys
correct
are 0 for
answer
2.
is yes, The Rock has admitted to using steroids. He not
0
only
for
got
2.
so Mabry, I just want to for Andrew also I want to clear this up. Not only did he get bigger, he also got taller. Do you think
Did he?
I don't know, but he
HGH,
looks taller.
he did not.
It's because he's slimmed down since he.
if you look at him when he was in the WWF to now, he's about 70 pounds heavier. You don't get 70 pounds heavier
Yeah.
from hard work and dedication. I'm just throwing it
He
out there.
seems that like he.
Okay,
Not at that age.
not at that age.
Not
You're
at
right.
that age.
But
Okay.
he's a big, some of those guys. He's a bigger guy. Like he's not meant to be ripped up. He's
Okay. So the next name,
like me.
Mr.
I thought it was a trap. I thought like
Caleb's. It's not a trap. It's pretty self.
Yeah,
okay,
it seemed
so
like
It's pretty straightforward.
It seemed like the answer was yes.
He's
I was
in the
like,
WWE.
Yeah.
the next gentleman we're going to talk about is Mr. Tom Hardy. He was Bane in Batman.
Yeah.
Tom
great.
Hardy.
Love that guy.
And Warrior.
Andrew. Warrior's a great actor.
Yeah.
movie.
If he was on steroids in any movie, it was Warrior.
Warrior.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Warrior
are you
for sure.
familiar with Tom Hardy? Yeah. Okay, he's familiar with him. So, Tom Hardy, I'm going to start with Mr. Dusty Kilgore. Mabry has answered first twice. I'm going to stop him before he says his answer.
Thank God. I'm just gonna follow it.
Dusty?
I'm gonna say nah, but Warrior was probably likely.
I mean,
he
are
was
you
pretty
recording
jacked.
So-
He was pretty.
Yeah, he's fucking huge in that movie.
So
but,
I'm
so
gonna
Dusty
say,
says
I'm gonna say nah for 2 reasons.
nah. Okay.
Because Dusty said it,
Okay.
and because you just responded and said if he was ever on steroids, it would have been in
that was a
Warrior,
very
and you know-
vague.
and
That was
you
a
know
very
the
vague.
answer.
That was a very vague.
So it makes me
Let's
say
see
it makes me seem like if he gave it up. So I'm gonna say
Caleb, Caleb.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, Caleb says yes. Andrew.
His traps were huge. and
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yes.
they were huge. That's right. So
You see how excited
But he was
you see how
big.
excited
He
he got
wasn't
right
very
there.
lean
So,
in-
okay.
You see how excited he got
so-
right there? It's about to be nah. You see how
so
excited
it's
he got
not.
right
It's not. Although
Y'all don't know Dusty
this
enough.
picture right here.
Dude, look at that picture to the left. Like
Yes.
in Warrior,
Yes.
he was.
Andrew, you'll see these
Jesus.
pictures later, but in Warrior, I don't even know if you can have traps that big as a human. That's the biggest traps I've ever
My
seen.
traps are bigger
Yeah,
than
he
that.
was
No, they're
huge in
not.
the Warrior.
Look at the
You wanna bet?
transformation. That's amazing.
You want to make a bet?
Your traps are bigger than Tom Hardy's? How are we
Yeah.
going to prove this?
I mean, it's a
Get him in
simple.
here.
Dude, he's not even
Pull up-
flexing.
Pull up the image and there's got to be one of him.
I
doing
see
it
you
like-
right now. You're flexing. You're flexing.
Look at
even
his
just
traps.
sitting here.
Look at his
flexing
traps.
That's him
there.
flexing. You tell me he's not flexing right there?
He's not flexing. He's
Look at
standing
him
there.
in any other
has-
movement.
He
Look at
is
him
so
in
much
any-
larger than you.
Look at any other movie. The dude doesn't have any traps at all, and then he goes from.
Okay.
You have a skewed perception of how you look.
I'm talking about my traps.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever
Okay.
seen my traps?
Yeah,
Yes, I
we
have.
We know what you're talking
I've
about.
also just seen Tom Hardy's traps.
No.
Okay. So the next one. I don't know if this is going to be hard or not. It was easy for me when I was reading this article.
That's a drawing.
But
It is a drawing.
Sylvester Stallone. So give Caleb 1 second to figure out how to spell Sylvester Stallone.
Seriously though.
Just start off with Stallone. It'll come up.
I thought it was with a Y. So
It does have a Y. in
I
it.
knew it. I knew it.
I was so
Okay.
close.
So obviously he's 480 million years old.
Yeah.
But-
So Sylvester Stallone. I'm going to start with young Andrew on this one.
Yeah.
Andrew, do you think Sylvester Stallone at any point in his career has taken performance-enhancing steroids?
That was a different time, so no.
You think no?
Actually,
Andrew's
I'm sticking with no.
Okay, he's sticking with no. I'm going to go Caleb.
I'm going to say because it was a different time, absolutely yes,
Okay.
he took them.
All right.
I'm going yes too.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, well, he got busted somewhere with like HGH and stuff on the plane, on a private plane.
Okay, so you guys, that's
how he
exactly
knows.
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly
how he
right.
knows.
It was
Like,
yes.
That's only like less than 2 years ago.
I think Dusty's 4 for 4.
He is. He is 4-0 right now.
All right, okay.
I'm 3-1. You're 2-2.
2 and 2. Yeah.
Andrew.
Okay, here's
Andrew's 0-4.
I'm going to tell you guys.
Having a good
I'm going to tell you guys a really funny one here. I'm not going to do yes or no. I just want to tell you when I read this one, I was like, why would you even put this one on? The article felt it was necessary to say that, surprisingly, Ben Affleck has never taken steroids.
That's just such a...
I was like, is this a fucking joke? He was
I know why they did that
fat when
because
he was
everyone.
Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say Batman.
But he
Everybody
was a
thought-
fat Batman.
He was a fat
The
Batman.
town, he was jacked.
Was he in the town?
He was jacked in the town.
You know, Ben Affleck's like 6'4", 6'5". I mean,
tall.
he's a big
Okay.
dude. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah, but
that-
6'4",
yeah.
6'5" has nothing to do with steroids.
That's what I was gonna say. He's never
All right,
come off.
The next one. This is a fun one. Dusty, I feel like will get this one just based on the.
Yeah, he's gotten all the other ones right.
Mr. Charlie Sheen. We're not talking
Ooh.
about HIV. We're talking about steroids.
HIV
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, HIV is a major yes.
Hepatitis C.
Yes.
Charlie Sheen.
Steroids. Yeah.
So who's going first?
I'm gonna pick. Wait. So Andrew went first last time. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick Caleb to go
Yeah, I
first
was
this
gonna
time.
say, this is tough.
Look at his jawline. It's so...
Well, I mean-
okay, so look at this picture here,
Yeah.
and then look at this one.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say he took like HGH or something.
Well, listen, he's got HIV, so don't be don't get too down on him.
I feel like this one's almost a trap because your first, like what
Initial.
about this guy makes you think he's taking steroids? Like, there's nothing,
So
but he's definitely taking some performance enhancing stuff.
I mean, he may have
Maybe not-
taken.
maybe not outside the bedroom.
We're not talking Viagra. He certainly took that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, Caleb says yes. Mabry says
I'm gonna go yes because it seems like a trap. Like, why is he on this list? He does not come off as someone
Okay.
who should have taken steroids.
Dusty.
Want to say no, but I feel like you got to go yes
Okay.
now.
Andrew?
Of course, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the answer is yes, and you'll never guess when he took it. When he was doing
2.5 minutes.
what's the baseball movie?
Oh, 8 Men Out.
Major League.
Or Major League.
Major League.
Shut
He
up.
took it
Yeah.
during Major League.
When he's Wild Thing?
He's got to throw the heat. Baby.
Was he really throwing heat out there? they're like, you're still only throwing 72, bro. Like,
He's like, just give me a second.
He's like,
All right, I have like a whole list.
dude,
of
that's
people.
hilarious.
It's so funny.
That is funny.
He was skinny.
But I mean, it felt like he took it because you would never think steroids, Charlie Sheen.
All right, so here's one of my favorite ones. I just watched the TV show recently because I wanted to bone up. What the hell was that? Okay.
That's an interesting choice of words after
Okay.
Charlie Sheen.
Bone
Bone
To
up.
bone up. Yeah.
So David, I had to look it up because I wasn't sure this was going to be a confusion, but David Hasselhoff,
What? Yeah.
Baywatch star.
Baywatch.
But
Knight Rider.
if you look at him in Baywatch, I mean, he's just a guy.
I mean, there's nothing steroidy about that guy.
You think he's sucking his gut in on that picture?
Yeah, a little bit.
He looks like he is.
They're like, all right, Mitch, we're going to take this picture.
listen,
He's like,
got
let me just.
He's got
Dude,
He's got a low nipple hang.
Dude,
okay?
I don't know where we were when we were watching Baywatch.
It was
And
at your office.
Was it at the office when he was crawling underneath the sand, dude?
Oh, yes.
for an hour. The man.
This is what you guys do at work is watch Baywatch?
No.
We had it on the TV, and this man was underneath the sand for way longer than, and he had one of those like, oh, I could breathe through this contraption, and he's just digging like through the sand. Dude, it's the funniest thing. You should watch it.
So we have David Hasselhoff. He's famous for Knight Rider and Baywatch. He also, Germans love David Hasselhoff, in case
Yeah.
you're wondering. He's a singing sensation in Germany.
Man, he's pretty big though. Look at him next to the Rock.
He's,
I mean, I'm not talking about muscles. I'm talking
He's
about
just a big guy.
He's a
Well,
big guy.
That's
He's
an old
tall.
picture of him.
I'm going to shoot this one
He's
over
a big
to,
guy.
I'm going to let Mabry vote first on this one.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, he says no. I'm going to shoot over to Andrew on this one. Did you pull up a picture of him?
It's a no. I mean,
no?
you can't look like that and say you took steroids.
Shit.
Andrew says, David Hasselhoff, you took steroids,
No.
failed miserably.
You took the wrong one.
All right, Dusty,
Nah.
we got a no.
I
Caleb?
got nah.
All right, so this is the first time Dusty's been wrong.
Oh, he's
David,
yes.
David Hasselhoff in the article felt pressured to stay fit on the set of Knight Rider and Baywatch.
Wow.
And thought that steroids were going to be the way to help him out. Okay, so obviously,
interesting.
as per Andrew, they failed him miserably.
Yeah, that did
so
not
his
work.
doctor was giving him. It's like when you sell a high school kid
Placebo.
oregano instead of weed.
He's got
They're
the
like, this shit
placebo
should work.
for
All
sure.
right.
He got bad stuff.
I'm gonna give this last one here. This last one that'll end the game. I just want you to pull a picture up of this guy because it's incredible. Mickey Rourke.
Everybody knows who Mickey Rourke
Okay.
is.
Do you know who Mickey Rourke is, Andrew? Okay.
You seen
He's too
Expendables?
young.
What's
You've seen
Expendable? He's
Expendables.
also the bad guy in Iron Man 2.
Iron Man
Two,
2.
yeah.
That's a good one. Dude,
So-
The
for
wrestler? The wrestler?
The wrestler.
Let me say this for sure, Mickey. Yours, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, wait. Just to be clear, Caleb spelled Rourke R-O-W-K first. Was that it? It's
Rourke.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
For sure. If he has
Yes.
it, he's
Look at
definitely had
this.
plastic
Yeah.
surgery.
Click on that picture right there.
Yeah, that's Iron Man 2, a wrestler.
Is it?
Okay, so
That's the same guy?
Yeah.
No, that's Robert De
that's
Niro.
I was like, what? I was like, that's not right.
Mickey Rourke, Robert De Niro.
Caleb just thought Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro were the same guy.
Nah,
This is the same guy?
Is that the same guy? Okay, so the correct answer on this one was obviously yes, 100%.
The dude.
Mickey Rourke was definitely on steroids, and whatever, he's also on steroids.
Plastic
he's also on
surgery.
plastic surgery. He's
Done a
also
lot
on
done.
a lot of things.
Yes.
He looks
Terrible.
miserable. I can't even believe he's in
doesn't
Hollywood.
do-
Dude,
Yeah.
the funniest thing I've ever seen is when my mom and me were watching Expendables. I had it on TV, and she's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Expendables." So my mom is old enough to grow up watching Sylvester Stallone, Mickey Rourke, all these guys like come up when they were younger, and she's like, "Oh my!" So apparently, so is Dusty. She's like, "Oh my gosh!" She's like, "This is the saddest movie I've ever seen." I was like, "What are you talking about? It's a great movie." She's like, "Oh, well, like not great, but this is a good movie." And she's like, "These guys, I remember when they were all young and in their prime. They looked terrible. I mean, dude, it
all
was
look
Mickey
terrible.
Rourke and Sylvester Stallone talking to each other, and it looked like who had worse plastic surgery, dude. Their faces were like
It's like
melted.
Mickey Rourke went from like a good-looking young dude to a terrible-looking old lady in the span of 30 years. It is not. Time has not been good to him.
No, that's
So
No.
he was like, "Hey, I have millions of dollars from the movies. How many steroids and plastic surgery can I
Gotta
get?"
spend it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, they're like, "Well, you could try to spend all of it on it." And they,
so. After hearing this list, the only person that would even motivate me to do steroids is The Rock. I mean, like
Yeah, well, he's
if The
doing
Rock's
it.
like, "I'm doing steroids," I'd be like, "All right."
he's
I
doing
don't,
them
I don't
right.
know. David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Schwarzenegger's not on here.
He's on the list. I just thought that was too easy.
What about
Yeah.
Brad Pitt?
Oh, and Troy. He
Troy,
he
for
took
sure,
steroids,
for sure.
I
That
agree.
dude
Yeah.
was
So in-
massively ripped.
If I had to guess, in Hollywood's a little bit different of a story. They're probably like they're doing like in their casting, and they're like, "Hey, you're 185. We'd really like you to be 205 in the next 2 months for this role."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Dude, I got it. I'm gonna use some hard work and some dedication,
I mean,
and I'll get there."
I know that Chris Hemsworth had never tested positive, and if he's never taken steroids, then that's cool. But I
Okay.
just feel like that dude is.
I feel like there's some guys that do it by natural, like
he is
work ethic.
Chris Pratt from what was the TV show? Was he on The Office?
Oh, no,
Parks
Parks
and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And OC when he was fat until Zero
Star
Dark
Lord.
30
Yeah.
and Guardians of the Galaxy.
So here's my thing. When
Yeah,
I
he was
see-
like he's
He
like
just-
CrossFit.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. He just
CrossFit.
he stopped drinking beer.
He stopped drinking beer.
He told you in Parks and
CrossFit.
Rec. He just stopped drinking
For sure.
beer.
But when I see someone who like go, I'm more like inclined to believe someone who's a bigger person. Like Chris Pratt was fat, and then he just lost weight and got ripped. Whereas like Chris Hemsworth was a tall, skinny guy, and then was just a muscle-bound skinny guy. It's like, where did you?
Don't.
We're just hammering like.
Thor's your favorite one.
Yeah.
I like Thor. I'm just saying the dude, like he was like skinny and then he was just muscular. Like Chris Pratt at least was fat, so he probably had the muscle underneath there and then just lost the weight. I'm saying it's more believable to believe.